Good morning, nerd fighters. Some of my earliest memories are of video games, of my dad bringing home a Super Nintendo, it being set up on the old wood panel CRT TV we had in the study, and sitting cross-legged on a beanbag chair, watching entranced as he played through Super Mario World. It felt amazing to me that a small box of wires and lights could conjure such vivid worlds on the TV screen, and let me interact with and control the characters within. Unfortunately, I don't still have any of these games from this formative period of my life, which is why once I moved out and got my own place, I started collecting SNES and other old games and machines, both to regain the nostalgia of the games I remembered, and to play the more interesting experiences that I missed out on, because of course I didn't control the budget that was available for buying games back then when I was a 4-year-old. Now that these games are coming to be in many cases well over 20 years old, entropy is beginning to catch up. The dirt and grime of years of use accumulates and prevents the metal pins inside the cartridge slots from forming a circuit with the console. In some cases, the actual components on the circuit board can start to come away from their mounting points, leading to games that mysteriously won't start or glitch out no matter how much you try to clean them. Electrolytic capacitors that weren't ever expected to still be in use this far down the road can break down and leak corrosive fluid onto the board, which if not caught can cause irreparable damage. The process of restoring and maintaining these old devices is such that there's always more to learn. The circuit boards and plastic that make them up were built to last, but buying on the second-hand market frequently brings you games and consoles that have decades worth of grime, labels and coloured plastic fading from exposure to sunlight, and in bad cases tarnishing and oxidation on the metal parts. Game saves from back then are kept alive by coin cell batteries, which eventually after 20 or so years fail to provide enough power to the memory and need to be replaced. New ones need to be soldered onto the circuit board with attached metal tabs to securely fasten them into place. Thankfully for the most common tasks, the required equipment is pretty minimal. There are two sizes of game bit screwdrivers and a tri-wing screwdriver. These will open any Nintendo console or game. Isopropyl or rubbing alcohol is readily available online, and along with some Q-tips, these are all you need to clean electronics. A basic soldering iron, solder, flux pen, and a pair of tweezers will be all that's needed for replacing save batteries and other simple repairs. YouTube tutorials are very helpful for seeing how to do these procedures. They may be old and primitive by the standards of today, but they're still worthy experiences that have a purity to their stripped-back designs that's greatly pleasing to me. And to anyone interested in learning about how to design compelling games, even with the limitations of past technology, there's something quite relaxing about working through a set of cartridges and consoles, methodically unscrewing them and disassembling each one to inspect for any work that needs to be done, carefully cleaning and maintaining each one in sequence. It feels like an important productive outlet, something to focus on to stay in the moment and ground myself against the day's anxieties. In these trying times we currently live in, having something like this to channel energy into is more important than ever. Anyway, DFTBA, and I will see you back on the Discord.